Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be setting up my bullet journal for the new month of April. I know that I haven't done a bullet journal video in quite a while, but that's simply because every month all my spreads are exactly the same. The only thing that really changes is the colour highlighter that I use. So it gets a bit repetitive for me to film, and I don't know if it's quite repetitive for you guys to watch as well. But I think it was alright to do once in a while, so that is what I'm going to do today. As usual, I am using my Baron Fig Confidant notebook. All the materials that I use will be linked down below in the description, and yeah, let's just get into it. So obviously I start out by finding the next available space in my bullet journal, and the first two spreads I always set up are my calendars for the month. I have two main calendars for every month. One is my personal calendar and one is my school calendar. And the reason that I have two different ones is because this way I just find it a lot easier to organise and keep track of everything. So on the right I have my school calendar, and on the left I have my personal calendar. And the colour scheme that I went for April was pink, as you will see throughout this video. The next spread that I'm setting up is my Align a Day spread, and I set this up just like those calendars beforehand, but basically this is just to write down anything significant that happened that day. And on the right I have the simplest spread ever, which is my memories page, and this is basically an expansion of my Align a Day. I just write down in detail any memories that I obviously want to remember. Then on the left I'm now setting up my YouTube video tracker, and I set this up once again like a calendar, but this time split it into two columns. One column for when I'm going to film my videos and one column for when I'm going to upload my videos. And then on the right there I have my expenses tracker, and this is just to track how much I am spending on my debit card and also in cash, how much I'm earning, and also how much I'm putting into my savings every month, because I think it's really important to keep track of your finances. And yeah, I'm just doing a little table for all three of those things. Now moving on, I am setting up my study tracker for the month, and this is basically just to keep track of how many hours of work I'm doing in a day. So as usual, I am writing out a calendar down the side, and then at the top there I'm just writing in how many hours. And on the right I have my homework tracker for the first week of April. Pretty self-explanatory, you know, I just write in my homework. And now I'm setting up my first weekly spread for April. I'm doing my usual setup, which consists of 8 rectangles, 7 for the days of the week, and then an 8th just for a little calendar and for any extra notes. As you will see, I do split my weekly spreads up into two sections for each day. The top section of each day is for any events that I've got going on, and the bottom section for each day is for my to-do list. And this way I just find it easier to set out, and it's easier to keep track of everything. Here is that little calendar that I was talking about earlier. I find this really useful to incorporate into my weekly spreads because it's so useful just to refer to, and I'm using a different colour of pink to separate those two sections as I was previously talking about. So here is just a quick overview of all those spreads that I've just set up. Feel free to pause the video and have a longer look if you want to. As you can see, my style of bullet journaling is quite minimalistic. I don't really bother with any ornamental or frilly bits. I just focus on what is practical for me and what I feel I need on a day-to-day basis. So I hope that you enjoyed enjoyed this video, and if you do recreate or take any inspiration from any of the spreads that I did in this video and you post a photo on Instagram, be sure to tag one of my accounts in it. I will have all my Instagrams linked down below in the description because I would love to see your guys' recreations or just your bullet journals because I find it really inspiring as well. So as usual, make sure to like, subscribe and follow my social media, which will be linked down below in the description. Bye guys!